Alright guys, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Attack of the B Team. And this one is a little different in that I'm going to be showing you how to make a sorting system as seen in my LP in Attack the B Team. So let's get right into it. Just like the coal gen and the Tinker's Construct, well, I didn't really do it that much in Tinker's Construct, but just like the coal gen, I made one, and then I'm going to make one right beside it. So the things you're going to need for this, which I don't completely have, are the chips that I am receiving or giving to myself right now, and such as things like, I'll just go through the line here. So item transport pipe, routed interface pipe, routed request pipe, a chest, hopper, pressure plate. I'll get to why you need that in a second. You can use any other form of redstone. I just like the pressure plate. Depending on how many chests you have, responder chip. Depending on how many chests you have, a broadcaster chip. And I think unless you want to have like several of these terminals where you can access things, I'm just going to be using one because I only need one to extract. So one extractor chip. But let's get right into it. So the first thing that I would make are these, which are not that hard. They're just glass panes and stone, and they actually give you 16 of these, which is pretty good. And then you're going to need some interface pipes, which are a little more expensive. I mean, you know, only gold nuggets and redstone. Well, that's pretty easy. Well, this gets a little more complicated. I'm not going to go too in detail with this, but this is some red Lumar stuff, and it's just a little more difficult. Then there's the router request pipe, which also uses these junction pipes, except when you make the junction pipes, it gives you 16, so you should have a few to make some interface pipes and your request pipe. So this may be a little confusing, but I'm trying to go a little slow, even though I talk a little fast sometimes. So the first thing I guess you'd want to make are your chests, you know, to get all your crap into. Or good stuff in. I just call it crap. You know, why not? But I'm only going to use chests, but you can expand like as much as you want. But I'll just get to what you do if you are expanding. So so the first thing you're going to want to do is just obviously place down some chests. Then you're going to take some interface pipes, put them right beside it, hook them up, make sure that they're together. And then what you're going to do is, this is just like step-by-step sort of thing, is you're going to take, I guess I need 2 broadcaster chips. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one at a time, so you're going to split them up like this. You're going to take one at a time. You can either look at the ground or anywhere else, but don't look at the pipe yet. Just kind of look beside the pipe and right-click. Now it should come up with this, which is a little confusing. Now the orientation and priority you don't need to worry about. It's just the filter. Now what you need to know about the filter is, well, it's exactly as it implies. It's just like what is filtering everything to go into this chest or getting broadcasted, hence broadcaster chip. So if you look here, you'll say item hiding, which means hide nothing. You don't have to worry about that. This is what you have to worry about. You have to worry about filter mode. Items are blacklisted. Now when you first make one of these, they come in a default mode, which is blacklisted. But just to buffer it, you want to left click it once, which it should say whitelisted, which means that only the stuff here is whitelisted, so nothing, which means nothing will get through this pipe. And then just hit it again, and then blacklisted. So nothing's blacklisted, which means, it's a little confusing, but just do as I am, which means nothing is blacklisted, which means everything can come in because there's no blacklist. So you want to do that for both of them, or as many chests as you have. So just give it a little buffer, and then take it, and then right click, and then take the other one and right click again. And then we're going to be making our terminal. So you can get some transport pipes, or you can put down your request pipe first, or just go out and wherever you want to put it really. And the request pipe is just as it implies. It's just this is like the main part of where you're requesting everything from your chests. So the main thing you want to do is take the item transport pipes and find where you want to put your request pipe and just connect them. to your interface pipes, which should be beside your large chests. And once you've done that, you should see some green right below your request pipe. I guess if you do not have that, then there will not be green there. So as soon as you've connected them, they'll be green there, and they'll also be green on your interface pipes. It's a little confusing, but just bear with me. Again, if you have any questions, ask in the comment section below. I check daily for comments and notifications, so never fear, I will answer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find the block adjacent to your transport pipe that's right below it, or how I'm doing it here, so transport pipe that's right below this one, and you're going to place a hopper there facing the block downwards. And then you're going to break the block right underneath this transport pipe. By the way, guys, you can pause the video if you'd like, obviously, to just kind of slow things down. And then you're going to take another interface pipe and hold shift, because if you just do this, then it'll go in. So hold shift and right click on the hopper, and you should see that it is glowing green now. That is not, but do not worry about that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take an extractor chip and do the same thing just like you did with the broadcaster chips, which is right click the ground, find the filter. Again, you don't need to worry about the orientation. And then this one actually comes with a default of a whitelist, so you're buffering it by setting it to a blacklist. So click blacklisted, then you're done, and you can just go out, and then right click it on your pipe. By the way, if you want to get these back, all you have to do is just look at the pipe and right click it if you haven't already found that out, and then you can just take it out yourself. Or you can just put it in yourself. I just prefer to look at it and right click it. And then let me just go set the time today here so we can clearly see everything. Then you're going to take your chest and put it on top of the hopper, and then your pressure plate and put it right in front of it. Now what this setup has done, and by the way, it's done. Like that's it. Now that might be an understatement for some of you who are a little confused, but we're not completely done, but that was pretty much all of it done, which is it's kind of quick depending on how many chests you have, which I'm going to get to in just a second. So for things, so this is like the crap chest, so let's say you go mining, you come back, and then you want to dump stuff in here. So when you put something in here, obviously it's going to get pulled out and into the item hopper, but it's not going to get pulled out by your pipe and put into the system, because you do not have any of these pipes to respond. Item responder chip. So what you're going to do is just with the same one, just with these, you're going to right click the ground or air, and again, don't worry about the orientation, or priority, I guess, and you click the filter, and this one comes with the default of whitelist, so you're buffering it by putting it to blacklist, exit out, and then this is choosing. So basically, when you put something in this hopper, or in the chest that goes to the hopper, it's kind of, they're all talking to each other. So when the extractor chip is saying, hey, I got an item transport pipe in here that I want to go into these chests, these pipes are saying, you know what, man, we don't have a responder chip here, so you're going to have to go to the next one. You don't have a responder chip here either. So the responder chip is basically responding to the extractor chip's call and saying, hey, you can put stuff in over here. So wherever you want your items to go from this chest, I put them in all of my chests because I just kind of wanted it to be straightforward, but I'm just going to put it in the bottom one. I would take another one and put it there. So then as soon as I put this here, that should get extracted and put into that chest. Pretty cool, huh? So that's pretty much it, and I'm just going to show you what you have to do to expand it. So by the way, now that it is in this chest, let me just put it back in there. Now I could walk up here and access it, just like that. Because the broadcaster chip is sending a signal to the request pipe. It's saying, hey, I got some in this chest. I got an item transport pipe in here. You want it? And what this pressure plate's for, right in front of this, is whenever you step on it, it's giving a redstone signal to this bottom block, which is therefore powering this hopper. Which means, if you're standing on it and you give something to this, it's going to freeze the hopper, so nothing's going to go in. But as soon as I get off, it goes in. So in case you put something in there that you don't quite want to put in there just yet, then you can stay on the hopper, and yeah, you can just take whatever, anything out. So If you want to expand, it's actually very, very simple, just like I did with mine. By the way, I might get a couple questions about this. You can put chests right beside existing interface pipes, and it will work the same way. So this one already has a responder chip and broadcaster chip in it. So the responder chip and broadcaster chip will send and receive to this large chest as well. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to keep stacking and stacking and stacking, then you can just add shift. Then you can just add another interface pipe right beside it and get another broadcaster chip, which I'm just going to do to I forgot the word. As an example. So then you just buffer it, then you put it in, and that chest is now ready to receive and respond, if you put a responder chip in there. So guys, that's about it. I hope I didn't go through it too fast. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can, or as soon as I see them. So with that, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out Catapult Gaming's channel. He's got a lot of good stuff going on over there. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode.